The sketches and paintings of Thabiso Dakamela are a gathering together of his Ndebele and Venda heritage. They reflect a childhood spent with maternal family in Zimbabwe, then getting to know his father and his South African identity in Limpopo. He's now a popular and proudly African artist.
Hello Insider SA, my name is Thabiso Dakamela. I'm a visual artist based here in Johannesburg. This is my studio space. My kind of art is impressionistic art. It's a mixture of abstract and realism art in a contemporary setup. It borrows a lot from the Picasso equation and your different movements in the art industry that led up to the development of this style that's called impressionistic. Yeah. I'd describe my art as more of a social commentary on day-to-day things that happen either to myself or to people around me. I observe what's happening and then I interpret that to my canvas.
These observations of daily life are made even more relatable with the artist's use of everyday materials.
I use mostly oils, acrylic and charcoal on canvas or in paper, but I also employ recycled material, newsprint. You find attached bottle caps. So I work across board with a lot of material, but mostly oils, acrylic and charcoal. So I'm a painter, but I also use recycled material as well. I would say art called me. I took up art when I had a heartbreak because of my academic side, where I was supposed to move on to my tertiary education and study law. But unfortunately, the scholarship that I had gotten was only partial. It wasn't paying full scholarship. So I couldn't pay part of the tuition. That is when I decided I'm going to work with art and use what I can to work hard to take myself to school and my siblings as well. And since then, that's when now I took art as a profession and it has led me to where I am today.
The resilience inherited from his mother, Simangani Dakamela, still inspires Thabiso.
I'll take you now through my creative process. Obviously, I first of all take my own pictures for references. I prefer this method because it's more authentic for me, it's more relatable for my audience to use people that I know, people that are close to me, or people that I can understand and harvest the story from. This is what I do before I paint. I'm particularly interested in the portrayal of women. I'm looking for emotions, I'm looking for nice contour features, I'm looking for beautiful eyes. If you notice in my work, the eyes are like a key part of my pieces. When I'm not painting, I'm usually at home. I'm not much of an outdoor person. But of course, I go out here and there. I go to exhibitions, I go to some poetry evening, jazz nights. But most of the times when I'm not in the studio, I'm home and I like to read a lot. So I'm either just here chilled, or I'm outside by the garden, just chilled, playing with my puppy, my dog. And that's pretty much what I do when I'm not painting. I also have a healthy interest in cooking. I developed that when I changed my diet sometime 11 years ago when I became vegetarian. So I had to learn and learn the dynamics of cooking and trying different meals and stuff.
Thabiso tells his story to inspire others not to give up on their talent and to persevere.
So welcome to Living Artist Emporium. This is one of the spaces where I started when I was still new in the market, in the art industry. Spaces like this help artists to find themselves, to find their feet, to grow from being an artist who paint as a hobby to now taking it to a professional level. Because of the provisions that are done here, you are able to find yourself, you're able to make your first sales, you're able to find clients, to grow your audience. And so it is spaces like this that are important towards the betterment of helping out artists that are still growing, that are new in the industry altogether.
When Thabiso is thanked for his works giving people hope, he feels part of the future our former president envisaged.
Nelson Mandela Day has been understood to be a day of celebrating an icon who represented resilience, represented strength, who stood as one of the first and few black people who were actually able to stand against a regime and actually stand out and become someone who was celebrated throughout the world. So it's a day that when you reflect back, you think of endless possibilities for me, because I like to believe, and I'm an artist of being progressive. So you think of endless possibilities, you think of growth and all that. So I'm doing a quick sketch of Dada, and in this picture, he is just looking up and sort of has a small smile on him. And that to me is an image of a confident man. Whenever someone looks up, they sort of, it's symbolic of someone drawing strength from whatever is bigger than him. And that reflects on themselves, and he's smiling. He seems to be satisfied that he has finally given to his children what he was fighting for.
Stand a chance of winning this signed and framed Thabiso Dakamela original. To enter, reply on our competition post on Facebook, Twitter or Instagram and tell us, which style of art does Thabiso describe his paintings as? Is it A, Cubist, B, Impressionist, or C, Pop Art? T's and C's apply and can be found on the Insider SA website. Get more of the Insider SA online. Follow, connect, engage, and be inspired to live better with the Insider SA. Watch the show Monday evenings at 6. Repeat Saturday at 1 on S3.